The opinions expressed here are those of the students and do not necessarily reflect the positions of Tyler Junior College. Broadcasting live from Studio 11.
Coming up on the Drumbeat, the latest on the pursuit that resulted in 3 arrests on campus, plus cracked sidewalks and broken elevators, what you can expect in the way of repairs, and Texas was recently named National Geographic's coolest place to visit. The Drumbeat starts right now.
Broadcasting live from Studio 1108 in Jenkins Hall on the campus of Tyler Junior College. This is the Drumbeat, bringing you the latest from students like us.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Bailey Davis. Campus police have released the incident report for the event that prompted a campus-wide alert on Friday, October 13th. At around 1:15 p.m. Friday, an alert was sent out via text and email to students and staff through the TJC emergency notification system, urging those on campus to be vigilant as both TJC and Tyler police officers worked to apprehend 2 individuals on foot near Central Campus on South Mann Avenue. According to the report, 3 individuals were arrested after attempting to evade police, which resulted in a foot chase through some parts of campus before they were taken into police custody. This investigation is still ongoing. World-renowned technology and healthcare expert Dr. Vin Gupta recently shared his insights and experiences with TJC students as part of the TJC Powerful Voices speaker series. Students had the opportunity to learn about cutting-edge technology in the medical field, including AI-driven healthcare.
There's a proof point on behalf of any health system that adopts AI to show, yes, this is actually helping patients. And I don't think we've seen that at scale yet. So it's appropriate to be skeptical, to ask questions, not to just assume that somebody tells you that this is a good thing, that indeed it's a good thing. That's exactly how people should be feeling right now.
TJC Honors Program Director Dave Funk is helping honors students with their college journeys. Funk has been working at TJC since 2009. He started as an art professor and later became the director of the honors program. Since then, he's worked with many students, helping them with classwork and advising. The honors program is a voluntary and academically rigorous preparation for higher education. Students who complete the honors program are awarded a distinction when they graduate.
The thing that my job entails is mostly to try and help students, succeed in the honors program and to help them however they need to be helped, I guess, is the best way to say it. So I don't try and make them fit the program. I try and make the program to fit them, which requires a lot of, flexibility. And
Funk also has a permanent ceramics art display in Jenkins Hallway. For more information on the honors program and Dave Funk, visit tjc.edu/honors. Cracked, uneven sidewalks and broken elevators are just a few of the concerns students voiced about accessibility on campus at a recent Senate committee meeting. Director of Facilities and Construction's Larry Hatton sat down with the Drumbeat to discuss campus maintenance and repairs.
I like to see the work orders once we get them within 24 hours is my preference. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Sometimes it takes a shorter time. Some of them we get to right away. The ones that have a higher priority, like an ADA button that's not working, we get you the same day, the same business day that we get it.
For the full story with Larry Hatton, visit thedrumbeat.com. Looking to update your travel bucket list? Check out National Geographic's cool list of places to travel. In the United States, the entire states of New York and Texas made the cut. Specifically, Texas is recommended for having several great spots to catch next year's total solar eclipse. With the Earth, Space, and Science Center located at the center of TJC's Central Campus, TJC will be one of the best places to catch the event on April 8th. Be sure to check out thedrumbeat.com for updates on eclipse events on campus. Members of the Phi Rho Pi speech and debate team recently took a trip to San Antonio on October 20th. The team competed in a 3-day tournament at the San Antonio Community College and placed in several events. And coming up after the break, we sit down with debate team captains Joshua Lockby and Craig Coulter to talk about the team's success this semester.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
There's so.
Welcome back to the Drumbeat. Joining us are debate team captains Joshua Lockaby and Craig Coulter of the TJC Speech and Debate Team, which has been in existence for more than 60 years. Their team members compete in 11 different categories of events, including prose interpretation, informative speaking, persuasive speech, and parliamentary debate, just to name a few. They have also won more sweepstake trophies than any other community college in the state of Texas. Please welcome Josh and this amazing, wonderful gentleman. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good. We're good. How are you?
Yeah, you're doing good. Thanks for coming here, by the way.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So just to kick things off here, for those viewers who might not be familiar with the world of debate and speech, can you give us a deeper understanding of what the debate team here at TJC represents? Like, what is it about?
So, like you mentioned, we are one of the oldest organizations on campus. And so we have a long legacy of competition and titles to keep up. But specifically, so I'm the interp captain, so I'm the speech side of the speech and debate. And so what we do, mostly we focus on topics that need to be advocated for. Mm-hmm. And we are kind of a voice for the voiceless in a sense.
Yeah, and over at Debate, we try to focus on like critical thinking, trying to like take a deeper look into a lot of the issues that plague society today. A lot of things are discussed in public policy. We try to take a look at that, dive deeper, and just be able to figure out like the roots of a lot of problems that are affecting us in today's society.
That's amazing. And how has being part of the speech and debate team, do you feel like it's helped you grow academically as well as personally?
Yes, it's helped me. Like personally, I've been able to build a lot of relationships and friendships with other people who do speech and debate, like similar interests and things of that nature. And it has helped academically with the critical thinking, as I previously mentioned. I'm able to do like better academically whenever we're looking to like just like going into like speeches and having to write essays. I'm able to really go in depth with a lot of the issues that are discussed in those.
Right.
And likewise, being so busy, it is a little hard, but I feel for both of us, actually, that speech and debate has kind of encouraged us to do more work for school. And
right. And as we mentioned before, members of the speech and debate team took quite a long trip to San Antonio, I believe, to compete in a 3-day tournament. What was some of the highlights of this recent trip?
Well, going up there was a long journey. There was a lot of traffic on I-45 getting to San Antonio, so there was a lot of delays getting there. But once we got there, we found a lot of success. We were second place debate sweepstakes, and we got second place overall sweepstakes. So it was a good tournament overall. It was just, traffic getting there and back was pretty bad. But once we got there and started competing, we had a good tournament overall.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations, of course.
Thank you.
Tell us about some of the toughest debates you had to go through and how you managed to kind of tackle them during your competitions.
Some of the last year we had a nationals that was AFA, so it's like the best universities, not just community colleges around the nation, and like everyone at that competition is extremely high level. So you have to be able to keep level headed and don't let them intimidate you to continue to perform at your best overall.
Yeah, a great answer. Do you have anything to add to that?
I'd say the same. The toughest competitions are probably against universities, but it's always a good learning experience. And so,
of course. Yeah, of course. Speaking in front of people can be very nerve-wracking for a lot of people. How do you prepare yourselves both mentally and physically, I guess, for speech and debates tournaments, such as the one in San Antonio?
Mostly just practice. We've been working our pieces for interp or our speeches for all the extemporaneous speaking and impromptu. Mm-hmm. And honestly, just like with sports, we just have to keep practicing to get ourselves used to the adrenaline of it. But
right.
And whenever we actually get into the competition, we don't focus on the other people in the room. We just focus to do the best that we can in that room, and that's really the best that can be asked of us. Right. And that allows us to kind of keep a level head going into it.
That's amazing. And for the people watching at home, how can they get more information about if they want to join speech and debate? Is there a website you would like to plug?
We have actually an Instagram, TJC4N6. That's kind of our up-to-date of tournament results and member, meeting the members, and then as well as OrgSync and just the TJC speech website, just on the TJC website. But our main outlet is typically our Instagram page.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining us one more time, and I hope you have a great rest of your season.
Thank you
for having us.
All right. Coming after the break, we'll talk to Gabrielle Wiebe, one of the captains of the TJC women's soccer team. Welcome.
Este proceso yo creo que no lo hubiese terminado sin la ayuda de mi mamá y de mi hermana. Cuando nos venimos de Honduras, Jenny estaba estudiando y llegó aquí también con esa ilusión de seguir adelante.
Trató de estudiar, no la aceptaron porque ya había pasado la edad que requería para entrar a la high school. Se dedicó a trabajar y tuvo a su bebé.
De repente miré un flyer donde decía termine su high school y en letras grandes español. Dije yo, ¿será posible? Fui, me inscribí a la escuela y al llegar al salón y mirar la ayuda que los maestros le dan a los alumnos, dije yo, definitivamente, hoy sí terminaré mi meta. Yo estoy muy orgullosa porque sí luchó por sacar su diploma. Los sacrificios que mi mamá ha hecho ha valido la pena y me motiva más a mí a querer ser como mi mamá es. La educación es muy importante y estoy haciendo un futuro mejor para mi hija.
Encuentra clases gratis para adultos cerca de ti en completatudiploma.org.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego. I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to the Drumbeat. We're back with Gabrielle Wiebe, one of the captains of the TJC women's soccer team. Women's soccer is having an exceptional year with a season record of 16-1-2. The Lady Apaches were also invited to compete in the NJCAA Division I Women's National Championship Tournament on November 18th. The game will be available to view live on ngcaa.org. Wiebe, thanks for being here. How are you feeling today?
Good. How are you?
It was great. Yeah. So looking back on a remarkable season, you have played 19 games with only 1 loss. What would you say has been the key to your team's success this season?
Honestly, I feel like we put more work in than most teams out there, and we started off really hard at preseason. Working 2 days. We did technically like 3 days, and just worked really hard. And I think it also had made us have a team bond, like chemistry, and I feel like that's made us really successful.
Yeah, that's amazing. So your team has had 2 tie games throughout the whole season, all with the same team, Navarro College, this season. A team known for its physicality, its strength, its speed, which goes to show how these games can get very intense sometimes. How does your team stay motivated and maintain focus during such intense games? Like, what is your mindset going into that game?
Our mindset is first, we have to focus. We started off really well with like a good warm up, and then we all just look at each other and we say we're going to do it for each other. So just working hard, knowing we're doing it for the person next to us.
That's amazing. Do you have any pregame rituals?
We have a really funny cheer, and we do it for every game, but it gets us hyped up and ready for the game. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
You don't want to share it with us?
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
That's all right. So speaking of, can you share any memorable moments from your season that you and your teammates will always remember, and what makes these moments in particular stand out for you?
I know for sure one memorable game was against our first game against Navarre. We had the band out. We had all the students out. It was a great game, and we were down 1-0 until the last 5 or 10 minutes, and we came back and tied it. Sam Rodenhoff, which is one of the forwards, came and scored and helped us win the games, or tied the game, but it felt like a win just because it was last minute.
That's amazing. So that's a great segue into the next question. How do you and the team handle the pressure of representing your school on such a big stage? We mentioned that you guys might be headed to the national tournaments. So how do you keep a steady mind?
I think Coach Rose and Coach Katie both they did really well recruiting all of us players, and we all just have the good morals and all are focused. We all try our best in school, try our best on the field, and just try to keep our mind right for these big moments like we're going into nationals. So just being able to all have or be surrounded by girls that have the same morals and work ethic, helps us stay focused and motivated. So
that's great. So as you reflect back on this team's most recent loss to Hill College, November 3rd, I believe, can you share the key takeaway that your team will, carry on into the next games? And is there any key takeaway that you have in
we
mind?
know for sure that we focused on it today is just lighting that fire back. At the beginning of the year, we had worked hard and had that really good fire. We all worked together, and then I feel like it's slowly decreased. And after that game, I feel like we all got motivated and snapped into place real fast. We figured out that we needed to focus up a little more and light that fire again.
That's amazing. So last but not least, where can our viewers back home find more information about the upcoming soccer seasons, the schedule, and where to view it live or something?
If you do TJC women's soccer, 2023, 2024, there's 2 links, one from last year, one from this year. But the 2023 and 2024, that's where you can find all of our updates, our live broadcasts. But if you want to just keep up to date when the games are, we also have an Instagram.
Nice. All right. Thanks again for being with us today.
Thank y'all.
All right. Have a great season. Coming after the break, we will ask students what they're looking forward to eating on Thanksgiving and this week's Drumbeat on the Street.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do. Did you have a good day at school? She gave them some broth without any bread. There you go. And kissed them all soundly. Night night. Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
During high school, I hung with the wrong crowd and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually, once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers. He connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to the Drumbeat. We have one last story for you. On this week's Drumbeat on the Street, we asked students what they're looking forward to eating this Thanksgiving.
My favorite is probably stuffing, so specifically like stovetop. I like the one straight out of the package.
This might sound weird, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't really eat Thanksgiving food. So probably pizza.
I want macaroni. Let me see what else. I want turkey wings. I want cabbage, sweet potatoes. That's pretty much it that I can think of right now.
I am looking forward to eating tamales from my culture. They are awesome.
I'll probably say maybe some collard greens, some pecan pie, macaroni, stuff like that. That's about it. I'm not too big on stuffing or none of that. Mac and cheese every time. All right. That's like my favorite thing.
Dessert of any kind. Probably
pie. I really like my mom's apple pie.
Some mac and cheese and this chicken spaghetti. It's really good.
That does it for us here at the Drumbeat. Thank you.
The opinions expressed.
Remember, you can always find the latest news at thedrumbeat.com or by downloading the Drumbeat app.
The opinions expressed here are those